Hello everyone. So today I was looking at this question on the community about using a project key for a new project which is basically deleted. So let us say you have a project in Jira called demo. You delete the project and then you try to create a new project with the same key called demo. Now this is the question. I deleted a project, but the key is still there in cloud version. How can I delete the key? I deleted a project and I'm trying to open a new project with the same name and key. It says key exist. So as per this particular question from Jeeves, when you try to delete a project and create a new one with the same name, or most importantly the same key, Jira won't let you. And in Jira, I know that Jira issue keys are very important, especially when you also move the issue keys from one. Let us say when you move an issue from one project to another project, usually the old keys are preserved so that Jira will redirect the issues. Also for the projects, because there are so many places where issue keys and project keys are probably used. It could be JQL filters, it could be any other integration. So I guess that is probably one reason why Jira maintains this information about old project keys. But I was not massively sure about this particular scenario, and I was also looking at this particular page on the community, or not community, but on the Atlassian support. And by the way, I haven't really done this thing in a long time, so I'm also trying to refresh my memory. So on this particular page, and we are right now looking at the page which is, I believe, for cloud. There is a similar page. It says on top Jira Cloud Administration and edit a project details. So here, if you look at this section, it says changing a project key. So this is what we are looking for. Now, if we read this, it says you won't be able to create a new project with the old project key. Okay, the old project key will only be available if you delete the project it was previously associated with. All right, so basically, as per this line, it is saying that you should delete the project. So let us see how it works. So okay, so there's also one more. Let us read the next couple of bullet points. So it says if you use Confluence with Jira issue macros in Confluence will continue to work. Blah blah blah. Okay, links containing the old project key will continue to work. Okay, so this is something that we know. For example, if you have a link to an issue, example 1 in the description of an issue, you change the project key example to demo, the alias example 1 will not be updated to demo 1. The link will still redirect you. Okay, so we know about this. After you change a key, we recommend communicating the change to your users. Okay, so let us do this. Let us validate. So I have a project here called bug template project, which I believe is something that I'm not really using, but maybe create a couple of issues. So let us create a couple of issues so that we can test how this works. So we have, I believe, 3 issues now. I think that should be enough. So let us take a look at these 3 issues, BTP1. Now, of course, if you go to your create project and try to create a project with the same key, it won't let you. That is obvious. So let us try that first. We should try each and everything. So company managed project. Okay, BTP and BTP. Okay, so the project bug template uses this project key, which is fine. So let us get rid of this and let us delete the project. So if we go to the view all projects and BTP, let us click on move to trash, and of course we have to first move it to trash, then we'll try to delete it. And of course, right now it won't work because we have to create a project. Try again, company managed project, BTP and BTP. Okay, so it still says the same thing, but what we can do is we can go to the projects and then we can go to trash, there is a recycle bin, and we have this project called BTP, and let us delete this permanently. So let us get rid of it, and if you now go to the projects and create a project and Scrum and use a template and company manage BTP, okay, now I think it will work. So you have to basically delete the project also from your trash for this to work. And connected tools, okay, let us connect, and it will do some, I should not have done this, but it's okay, it will probably take maybe 30 more seconds, but okay, go to project, and it will basically create the same space in Confluence, and now it works. Now if you maybe do the same thing again, it will let you create a couple of more issues with the same key, BTP. So what you need to do is you need to delete the project and make sure that the project is also deleted or removed from the trash of your Jira cloud instance. And I thought I'll probably share this, and let me also write to Jeev, not John, but Jeev. Did you delete the project from the trash as well? And answer. So it's a simple thing, but you should know about these things. And if you're on server, because on server you may have issue keys somewhere in the database. If that is the case, then you can always access the database and try to do it manually, which is of course not really recommended. But when you're doing these changes, especially to issue keys, or more importantly, if you are doing some renaming later on, you have to basically worry about all the places where this renaming can potentially impact. For example, the filters will definitely let us say because the filters will probably break, because the way filters are stored in the database, the filters are basically stored as strings, string as exactly like a string. So if you rename, let us say, a custom field name, you have to rename the filter to reflect that particular change, or you have to basically tell your users that this particular field was renamed, please update your filter. On server, if you have access to the database, you can access the database table. I guess it is search request, and you can then find out all the places or references to the old names. Let us say custom field name. If you're talking about custom field, because people can rename custom fields, they want to rename custom fields, or maybe if you're doing some migration, you can always do some cleanup. And this is something that we do for auditing. For example, if we have to review a Jira instance, which of course we highly recommend. I think we should review or do a health check of Jira instance regularly. For example, let us say you have Jira on server. It could be on cloud, but the concept is not really different. So from time to time, you should spend time looking at your usage of various configurations in Jira. We should look at maybe those renamed fields that are not. When you rename a field, users might be using some filters or dashboards, and those reports are broken, but nobody bothered to fix. So we can look in the database, or maybe just try to review all the filters. Even if you're on cloud, you can do this searching using REST API, and you can write a script to do it. You can then figure out the usage of the unused configurations or renamed configurations, and then try to make a list of these things that can be cleaned or that requires probably some fixing. So this is of course a very simple example where you rename a project key, and imagine you have a different tool talking to Jira based on, let us say, a REST API request where someone is maybe trying to fetch Jira issues or update something in Jira based on a JQL or based on a project key, and that will definitely break. So that is, of course, one. It is one of the main. I mean, that is why it is recommended that we should keep a list of all these changes that we have been doing in Jira. And if you have something listed somewhere, let us say if you're talking about these other integrations that are probably from outside Jira, different tools that are talking to Jira, and if these tools are basically using those hard-coded values, then you should try to at least list it somewhere so that when the right time comes, you have access to that list and you can make those necessary changes. So that is all I wanted to talk about and cover in this video. I hope you enjoyed watching this video and you learned something new today. Thank you very much.